Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of the Azimuth. Today we're going to be looking at starter tanks. I am in the low tier server, and I'm going to be going over a few tanks. So one tank that I particularly enjoy playing in like the low tier servers is the KV1. The KV1 is a excellent tank starter tank. It's very good. Um, and it's just a good grinding tank. It's very good. It's just nice, really. It really is a nice tank. 540 hit points. Yeah, it's all right. DPM is 1,000, which is pretty good. It is pretty good. I mean, it's not as good as the T28, but the T28, um, you know, it has a really crack gun. So KV1, this doesn't have the upgraded turret. If it did have the upgraded turret, that would be a lot better because the upgraded turret has a lot more armor. But you know, hey, it does get the F34 model, the 76mm F34. I think this T28 gets. No, I don't think that's the 76mm. But it does have pretty good armor. It's got pretty good speed, 34 for a heavy tank, which isn't bad. The penetration is, 86. But yeah, yeah. So we're gonna take this tank out into battle and just see how well we do. Now, you are gonna notice that this tank is what on earth? Oh hello. That this tank is indeed a seal clubber tank. If we angle properly here. Oh, we missed. Oh no, we didn't. We hit him. Yeah, he finishes off. It doesn't have the best armor in the world. The armor script is broken in this game, which doesn't help. But hey, it does have a pretty good punching gun. It's not as good as some of the German ones, but it's definitely better. Now we just killed the Panther 3K, so that's good. There's a tank strut up top, which is not beneficial for us. So I've just silked up the crap. So hello. That's the Ho needed. Now there is an enemy node capsule. Now, I mean, if we got the Swedish KV1 that has the enhanced frontal turret and whole armor, that will be fantastic. That will be really good because that is basically a very strong tank. Can we kill this guy? Can we kill him? Ah, we didn't kill him in time. That's okay. But yeah, it's not a bad machine. You are going to get overmatched by a lot of things because the armor is just absolutely atrocious. The armor system. If the armor system actually worked, and side scraping really worked, this thing would be a side scraping monster. It really would. So KV1, I would recommend it as a good pick, but not reliable. Now, a really good pick is the SU-85B. This thing is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting, and really, the reason why it's absolutely disgusting is because it's pen. 130 millimeters of penetration, which just makes this thing ridiculous. Um, it's got 260 hit points, which will get you nowhere. If you get spotted, it's just not going to get you anywhere. Um, it's got 1,134 DPM, but this is with a crew level 6. You're probably looking at around 1,000 DPM when you get stuck. Acceleration rate is 29, which means this thing has insane acceleration. Top speed is 34. So it's rather mobile. The armor is also kind of trash. It is 30, sorry, 40, which is not bad for a top case tank destroyer. It's not bad at all. This 85mm will punish the hell out of anybody who tries to pick a fight with you. Like, it will. It will just completely and utterly obliterate anything. Providing you don't get spotted. And providing you take the first shot. Now, we're just going to sit here. We are red tank. Which doesn't help us out. I don't know why my mouse is acting like that. I do apologise. I want to move this way. It is also a rather maneuverable machine as well, which is a good thing, because in my own opinion, this is a fantastic tank destroyer in low tier service. Which is another good thing. And do we see anybody? No, not this side. Back up a little bit more. Kill them. Good, good, good. Ooh, ooh, somebody sees us. Get that guy. I think it might be that guy. Yeah, it is. Go, go. Oh, we're tracked. Oh my god, we're tracked. Go, 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 go. We get shot. God damn it, that was a bit too high. The reload is rather underwhelming. Ah, a little bit too high again. Come on, reload. He is right there. Ah. Oh, we got him. Okay. One more hit and he should die. Promise, he only needs to hit us once. That is the only problem. Let me kill this T-26 quickly, effectively. Oh, flip. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Ooh, reload, reload, reload. Yes. Okay, got him. Got him, got him. Good, 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 good. Oh, zoom in. Ah, oh, we missed him. Oh well. Too bad. So that's another good tank. It's an alright sniper. It's not the best sniper, but it's an alright sniper. It's a very good pick if you just want to basically take a big old dump on people. You know, people who have bought like premium tanks, just dump the crap out of them. It's it's definitely a good pick. Now, the other good pick is the Wolverine, it's got a lot of problems going through it. First thing is it's absolutely massive. This thing is ginormous. The next terrible thing is that it's relatively sluggish in the turret. The turret does not turn fast one bit. You could go for the T67, but it does have less DPM, but it does get more pen, and it is a lot quicker. Now, this does get a 76mm gun, which is nice. The reload is better than the 85mm on the SU-85B, but it's an 85mm on the Russian tank destroyer. Unlike this, has 76mm gun. Or is it 75? I think it might be 75. Still, it's a rather unreliable tank destroyer. It really is. You can make it good, but you need to be an experienced player to make this tank good. It's not, it's not friendly towards new players. You can get the odd game where you'd be like, have a super duper game and all, but yeah, it's got far worse muzzle velocity than the 85mm. Ooh, that was a god damn it. That's looks with the 30mm? 20? Oh, there you go. That's a nice shot. 118 damage. You're really not going to do a lot of damage in this tank. Oh, that's another kill. Wait a minute. We've got somebody sniping here. Can't have that. Oh, really? That went over him? Oh, look at that. Nom 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 nom. Oh, come. Did that really fly over his tank? Now that Pat 40, he is on the move. There he is. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. He's got a way quicker reload than us, which is terrible. We should be able to take him out. Oh, come on. Are we just aiming too high? Is that our problem? No. Come on. Or we're not aiming high enough. Where did he go? There he is. There he is. Oh my god, that was so close. Oh, come on, I can definitely make that shot. Oh, come on, no, zoom in. Is he gonna try and look that over? Oh my god, are you serious? Yes! Yes, finally, we got the We got the Pack 40. That's a lethal tank, Pack 40. Oh crap, we missed. How did we miss that tank? Kill him. Good, 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 good. Now, we are effectively still clubbing the crap out of the enemy team. But they are winning. Which is beneficial towards us, but again, not beneficial towards our team. So, oh, that shot missed. God damn it. Now, where did he's possibly going to the left of the cap? That Pack 40, we got to be careful because he can nail us. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Oh, oh. Okay, we basically flipped our tank. So it is a rather nice tank, but again, I if you're the sniper type, it's a perfect tank for you. But if you're the brawler type, really not, really not. T67, I could talk about this tank, but what is there to talk about? It's basically got a worse. I think it's a 75. I'm sure that's a 75, or was it 47? I'm not entirely sure. But the T67 is basically a tank I would not get. I wouldn't even, say get it. Now, there's plenty of German tanks. Most of them are just basically, medium tanks and all. But one tank is the Panzerkruff Wagon 2 Lux 30mm, which this thing is just stupidly disgusting. It really is. It's just utterly disgusting. Jag Panzer has the most broken armor scheme and a very good gun. Very good 75mm. I think it's the KWK 43, or it could be 37. It's one of those two. One of those two, sorry. It does have a abysmal hit point pool, which doesn't make it that reliable. It also doesn't have very good, I nearly said horsepower per ton ratio. Doesn't have very good acceleration rate. It has reasonable good speed. The armor, again, as I said, is really, really good. The average pen, 103. It's workable. At range, you're probably not going to pen a KV1, but yet again, DPM 1100. It's pretty good. Overall, I would. I've seen a lot of people have get this tank as their first tank, destroyer, and I can, everybody can see why. It is it's just a excellent tank. It's a very, very nice tank. It's mobile. It's got good armor. I wish the armor would be buffed slightly, but everything about it is just good, really. The gun is rather alright. The armor, you're probably you're probably gonna bounce a few rounds, but once you get to like something like an SU-85B, that's just gonna punch right through you. And that's where it becomes quite dangerous. Lutz 30mm, the 30mm autocannon. That could punch through, but again, You know, 95mm pen. You do get the odd YOLO pen, which doesn't help. Now we're up here. Who is he shooting at? Am I just not? Am I just not looking properly? Where are the enemy? Where's the enemy gone? Where did the enemy tank go? I do. Oh, hello. I was just about to say I do hate it when they don't spawn, but something's just appeared up there. And he's probably going to come around here, or he could just cycle back around. He could do that, but he's going to meet the entire team. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Now, I'm not using any cheats or anything. A lot of people do accuse me of cheating, which is not helpful. Oh god, that's a T-34. That's the 1940 model. Shell velocity is rather nice. You do need to get used to it. If you're a new player, you do have to. What was that? A T-50? No, it's a T-34. Oh, it didn't even kill him. What the hell were we on? Is it just really jumpy for some bizarre reason? Oh, we did kill him at the end. Okay, we only did 233 damage. Hetzer is a nice pick. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, it's a nice pick. Charby 1 has, again, just like KB, it 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 doesn't really. It has alright armor, but it's just gonna get overmatched so many times, and that's the problem. Oh my god! Finally, you know, 103mm pen. This thing used to have what, 130? Was it like 150 on Martin Side Short? But it used to have stupid pen. You know, you would have like these things running around high tier, just obliterating like tier 10, not tier 10s, tier 6s and 5s. It was stupid, really. Panzerkruff Wagon 38T, golden. This is a premium. It's not good. It is rubbish. It really is. It's just a terrible thing. Terrible, terrible tank. Now, this tank here, the Ltvz 38, is basically this thing, but it has an autoloader. But it does get less hit points. So, as you can see, yeah, it gets a 5 shot autoloader. I think it's like a 5 shot. I don't know what it's up with my mouse. I'm gonna have to look at it in a minute. Yeah, 5 shot autoloader. This thing, I think, back in the days, it used to have a longer interclip, which really hurt this thing, because you'd be left for about, I think it was like a 2.5 second interclip, which was terrible. But now this thing has like a 1.5 or 1 second interclip, which means you can go around the corner. If say an SU-85B misses you, you can end him really quickly, which, you know, will hurt them a lot. I do get a few comments about this particular tank. Like, is it better than the premium? It is better than premium. The premium is rubbish. It is utter rubbish. It's just so bad. It is such a bad tank. The Ltvz 38 is by far the better machine. It really is. I'm not even joking. Because it's got this autoloader along with um, I think it gets more pen as well because it's got a longer barrel. It makes this thing really, really good. Now, somebody's just fired. I'm not entirely sure who just fired. I'm just gonna wait around this corner here. Oh, that. I don't know. Is that 85? Wait a minute. I'm not entirely sure. If I just look around this corner here. That's a Cornwell? A Cornwell is tier 2? Are you sure? Are you sure, Tankery? He's dead. There was somebody else there, but I'm not entirely sure who. Not entirely sure who that could be. We spawned on a corner. It's just the corner's armor actually works. Oh. What was that? That was tracks. Oh, they were sunk in the base. The reload is also very, very quick. And that guy is dead. I don't know what it was. Was it like a Frenchy boy? No, it wasn't. It was a Panther. Panther 3J or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a really, really nice tank. Would I recommend it? Yes. I mean, it's in the German tech tree, which again I don't understand why it's in the German tech tree. Because it's a Czechoslovakian tank. I do apologize if I absolutely butchered that name. But yes, it is a. Oh, he's dead. That's good. Good. I think it is a 47mm, which is. I mean, the damage output is appalling. But if this didn't have an autoloader, the DPM would probably be atrocious. But because it's got that fantastic autoloader, this thing just butchers the crap out of everything. It just kicks everybody's teeth in. You know, you can like say like anything with a slower firing gun, like for example the Wolverine or the SU-85B, you can clap the hell out of. You really can. 82mm penetration is more than enough to go through the front of an SU-85B or the front of a Wolverine. You may struggle with a Hetzer though. Just saying, Hetzer is not very friendly when you try and fight against it. But yeah, those are some of my tanks that I recommend. I may do another video where I show other tanks that I do recommend. But those are some of the tanks that I recommend as starter tanks. As I said, the KV1 you may want to reconsider going for the T-34. Because the KV1, it does have a nice gun, but it's just such a large target. It's just so underwhelming. It really is. Until, I don't know, until Greg gets a bit of time. Because he's just so busy. He's so busy with everything. And when he gets a bit of time, Hopefully he'll fix the armor mechanics, maybe make a completely new armor mechanic. I really do hope he does, because I just don't want Tankery 1 to be left in the dark. Because you know, Tankery 2, um, you know, I don't know really. Tankery 2 is meant to be like modern, which is going to make it difficult because the maps are going to have to be so much bigger. The maps are going to have to be stupidly big. The shell velocity is going to have to be insane. Like, he has to make it, you know, realistic. He has to make the shell velocity realistic. The shell velocity is going to be insanely high. There won't be really any shell drop. You know, you're gonna have something like the Challenger 2s, which are probably gonna be like you know, 5. You know, you're gonna have the M1s. I really hope he does not overbuff the M1 line, because if he does, that's gonna cause a lot of problems and a lot of people to become very upset. And I will be one of those people, because the M1 line isn't very good. It really is not that good. It's got a lot of problems. I mean, for example, the trap shot under the gun, you can pen that. In War Thunder, the amount of times that I've seen players get shot under the gun and their tank just goes bang, you know, the ammo rack explodes. It's just unbelievable. And in Tankery 2, hopefully Tankery 2, the armor system, you know, you're gonna be looking at, you know, 600 millimeters or something like that. I do hope he doesn't go for like, you know, like 100 millimeters of turret armor or something like that, because then that's gonna be stupidly unrealistic. Um, you know, it's just not really gonna work. I may do a video on what I think some of the tanks in Tankery 2 may look like. I don't know. The Leopards, the Leopard 2A5 could be extremely strong. Very strong as a hold down tank because of all that spaced armor, all that composite armor. The Challengers, because what I think is going to happen is it's going to go Chieftains, Challengers, and then the Challenger to AX, like Action X, or the Challenger Action X or something, or the FE or something. I'm not touched it. But with the Chieftains, I hope that he gives them the because he was like, there was like some leaks about like ammo types or something like that. And if that's true that you can change ammo, I hope he gives the Chieftains their HESH. I hope he doesn't call them HEP, like high explosive plastic. I hope he calls them HESH, high explosive squash head, because that will also cause quite the stir if he calls it HEP. Because HEP is the American version of the HESH. So, gotta keep that into consideration. Another thing is artillery. There's been a little bit of talk about artillery in Tankery 2, which I would like to see, but how would that exactly work? Like, would artillery be AI? That could be useful, but again, that would take a huge amount of time in scripting, a huge amount of time in modeling. Or he could just go the route of the, you know, the Lorraine L39, where he just makes it as a tank destroyer. Cam parts of 70. Please don't make that as a premium. That's going to cause a lot of problems. The Yemen Abrams, surprisingly, on Armored Warfare, they actually nerfed the crap out of the M1 Abrams. They removed its composite armor and replaced it with steel, because that's what it actually had. It literally had steel armor. It did not have composite armor. The prototype version of the M1 had composite, and I hope he adds the prototype M1 into the game, the XM1, and just calls it the XM1. Don't call it the XM1 GM or or crap like that. Don't put in multiple variants of the premium M1 because then that may look like cash grab, and I don't see him as that type of person. I really don't. Just put in one premium version of the M1. Um, but if Tankery 2 does come realistic, I don't want any. I don't really want to see any sort of power creep tree or anything like that. Like I really want to see a proper tech tree, not like this. I want to see a proper tech tree. I think that's what everybody really wants to see is a proper tech tree. Um, but also the gold system where you earn like one gold. I think it's 1 or 2 gold. Like 1 gold for killing a tier higher above you, and 2 gold for killing 2 tiers higher above you. I'm not entirely sure. Um, I hope that stays in because that's a really, really good way of earning gold. That's really good. Maybe buff it up to like 10 gold for killing 1 tier above you, and then 20 gold for killing 2 tier. That will be really good. He may not do that because that may hurt his income. I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that. But if he does, that'll be awesome. Um, uh, what else? ATGMs. That could be a big problem. That could be a massive, massive problem for Tankery 2. Because ATGMs are it's basically like a really slow shell, but you can control it by your mouse. So you could be like sit behind a hill and then suddenly bang your tank it just explodes. And then you call the guy who killed you a hacker because he killed you with an ATGM. Like it's either ATGMs are gonna be you look at a target, you fire, and the ATGM just automatically like goes towards the target, or I think that would be the better idea instead of having it as a human controlled ATGM, because then that will be the worst thing ever. I honestly believe that if you have an ATGM that is controlled by mouse or by keyboard, that could kill the game very quickly. ACGMs, I feel like you should not add them in right away into Tankery 2. Just add conventional tanks in, chemical rounds and kinetic rounds and all that. Another thing is please make tanks more realistic. Make them more sluggish. Make them more make them less responsive. Make so terrain resistant is actually taken into account. I know that's a huge feat, but that would be awesome if that is actually taken into account. Um, Also, the armor system, oh, it needs an update. It needs a big update because it's just breaking. It doesn't work anymore. Um, it would just be really nice, in Tankery 2, if you could actually go hold down and just bounce all the shots in the world. Um, and also another thing that's been scratching my mind, and I've had a few people, ask me about it, is chemical rounds, like like Hesh and HE, splash damage. Um, I honestly think that Greg won't add that in until a later date into Tankery 2, because that's harder to script than a conventional round. Conventional round, you hit something, it either bounces or it pens. High explosive round, you hit something, it doesn't bounce, but it does like say 100 damage instead of doing 500 damage, um, because it's a partial pen. You are partially penning that armor. Um, Also, the armor system. I really do hope that he adds in like 2 different armor, like one for the hull and one for the turret, because this is really confusing right now. This confuses the hell out of new players. It confused the hell out of me. Like when it first added in, it confused me to hell. It really did. It took me about, I'd say about 3 months, 4 months to finally figure out what this meant. I had to actually get it from the Tankery Discord itself to figure out what the hell this is. Um, isn't a bad thing, but it's just, it's an information error. New players aren't going to know what this means. Average pen, there could be another one where it says average damage. That will be fantastic. Um, Also, T125, because he did say that all the tier 6s and maybe some of the tier 5s will be moved to Tankery 2, not removed from Tankery 1, but they will be moved to Tankery 2. T54, T54, may be a good thing. Also, if he's going to do Tankery 2, he needs to listen more to his community, because Tankery 2 may be a far bigger project than Tankery 1. I know that sounds stupid, but Tankery 2 may be far bigger, because there are so many more tanks. M103, you can add in as a tier 1. T62, you can add in as a tier 1 or tier 2. The T62A could be, the tech tree. The T62 with the 115mm could be the premium, or it could be an upgrade package. That would be really, really good, really nice. But yeah, I just, of course, this video changed from, talking about starter tanks to talking about Tanker 2, and I do apologize if some of you guys didn't want to hear about, this discussion about Tanker 2. But yeah, those are some of my tank suggestions, really. But yeah, I mean, just KB1, maybe not. T34, even though it has um, less less pen and less DPM, you do have relatively good armor, um, and you're a bit quicker than the KB1. But I don't know. I don't know really. Do you want to go for the better gun, or do you want to go for mobility? Really? Anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, give it a thumbs down. Put in the comment section what you think about what was your first starter tank. What was your first tier 2 tank? Put that in the comment section below. I would really love to hear it. My first tier 2 was the KV1. It was the KB1. I loved it for a while until I moved on to, I think it was the Wolverine I got next. The Wolverine I fell in love with. It's got a good gun. It's got all right armor. You're not going to bounce a lot, but you're going to bounce a few things. It's mobile. The turret is going to catch you off a long time. The Samoa S35 is not available in the shop anymore. It's only available to people who purchased it. Lorraine 39L, this thing will just slaughter you. It will just kill you. You can go around and you can shotgun the hell out of everybody. The average pen is 75, so you can pen a KV1 with this. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We passed the 1,000 subscribers like a few months ago. And yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.